All right, so today I went to start cooking supper, and I realized something vital. I'm out of my clarified butter. I used the last of it on these potatoes here, and if you never had it, you never smelled it, you're gonna be glad you made it. All right, let's show you how to do it. I gotta get more. All right, so because Ben and them asked me a few times, I'm going to show you how to make that clarified butter stuff. If you've never had it before, I am so sorry. What it does is it lets you get all the flavor of butter without all the crap that you got to worry about burning with it. See, when you normally cook with butter, right, that's where we got butter. Okay. What you're going to do is, anytime you get over about 250 degrees when you're cooking with it, that butter is going to burn because there's milk in it. Okay, and that milk, it turns what they call caramelizes. It crisps and then it burns and it smokes up your house and everybody hates it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through a process of what's called clarifying the butter, where we're going to take all that milk out of it, and we're going to make it so that you can use this butter up to 450 degrees. Yeah, I think it's up. I know it's at least 425, 430-ish. But either way, that's more than enough to get a good sear on the side of a steak. And I promise you, if you've never cooked chicken, steak, anything with this, shrimp, if you like fish, you need to make this. Okay? If you don't make this, kick yourself in the junk. It's not hard. Even Ben could do it. All right, again, just to show you, I'm not using any fancy butter. I actually got this over at the cheap store just so we could do it. I got 3 boxes of it because I ran out today, and so I need to make more. So there you go. And all you do, it's a very complex recipe. Take your butter, right? Take your butter, put it in there. And I'm going to do that about 11 more times. So I'll check back in you when it's all ready. All right, I can only fit 10 sticks in here, which is fine. That'll give me plenty to last for a while. And all you have to do, and here comes the really complicated part of the recipe. Turn on the stove. Turn it to about a little medium high-ish, right? Something where you know it's going to melt. Because what you want to do is you want to not only melt the butter, but you want to bring it to a boil, okay? A light boil. Don't get me wrong, but you still got to bring it to a boil. And then, once you do that, you stir the sucker, okay? And what you're looking to do is you're looking to cook off all the milk, the moisture, because the moisture is what's going to make it so that it's not shelf stable. You can leave this out on the counter. I've done it. Leave it out on the counter for weeks. So yeah, after you're stirring it, you're going to see it bubbling and foaming, and you want to, if you can, take off some of the foam just to make it go by quicker. But you know, just let it hang, and you'll notice when it gets clear, when you can start to see the clearness in it, and that's when it'll be ready. Now, 2 things. One, we talked with Jasveer when I talked about making the clarified butter, and he mentioned ghee, Ghee. Let me move this just a little bit right there. Ghee is clarified butter's cousin. See, what happens is you want to stop clarified butter before it gets to the ghee stage. And what that is the milk stuff on the bottom is going to caramelize, burn, and it doesn't hurt it. It actually makes it more. The only flavor is a nutty kind of a flavor to it. Okay, that's really the only difference. So I stop it a little bit before, and then what you do once you're done with this, see, it's really a hurry up and wait kind of a thing. Just let the butter melt, and that's all it is. Regular butter, just sitting here chilling. Okay, so let the butter melt, and then you're going to pour it into a bowl, and that's where the actual magic happens. Okay, never cover this, by the way. Don't cover. You cover this, you screwed the whole thing up, because the whole point is let the moisture escape. All right, let the moisture get out of there. All right, I'll see you back here when it's bubbling. All right, welcome back to Paula Deen's Wet Dream. I just wanted to show you the difference here. Before it started boiling, you can see it's starting to foam up just a little bit, but you can see that it's pretty opaque. Like, you can see there's stuff in it, right? That's the milk. See, you can almost see it. I can see it, but I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see it. Anyway, so what we want to do is we want to cook all this off. All right, we're at the important part here. Again, it's starting to boil. So once it starts boiling like this, set a timer. Go 13, 14 minutes or so. It's more about sight than it is actually watching it. But you want to make sure you keep after it. Okay? And if it starts to get too high, you can turn your heat down a little bit if you need to. But I'm going to keep scraping this off a little, and we'll get going. When it starts to get clear after that 12 or 14 minutes, I'll bring you back in. All right, you see if I let it sit for a second and I don't stir it, that it's going to start foaming like Skip when he sees a new fly. Okay? Tells you you're on the way. You're getting there. If you want, you can scrape it off, throw it away. All right, I'm about 7 minutes into this or so, and I just wanted to come in and tell you, it's going to feel and look like, man, this ain't doing nothing. What the heck? Trust me. Just keep at it. Keep after it. And it's all going to come out fine. But yeah, so when you get to this point, it's normal. Just wanted to show you. All right, we're pretty much here. You're going to see a little bit of the bubbles around, and that's fine. We'll get rid of them later. But if we let this go too much longer, it's going to become that ghee that we were talking about. And that's, again, not a bad thing. It's just a different thing, okay? We're looking to make the clarified butter. We're not getting it as, so that's more the milk stuff. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so that's pretty much what we're looking for. Now, here's the next very important step. See, more milk. That's what we want to get rid of. All right. The next important step is turn off the heat, and then we're going to take this and we're going to put it into a big bowl. Now, it's got to sit in that big bowl for an hour. Now, I'm not going to make you sit here for an hour and watch it, but that is where the magic happens. You do not cover the bowl. You want to let this sit in there just like it's doing here, and it will continue to let off the steam and further release the moisture. Again, this little extra couple of seconds ain't gonna hurt nothing. So that's what we're gonna do now, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. Okay, let's just angle this up a little bit more so you can see the whole stove going on. So we're gonna take this, turn that sucker off. All right, all good. Okay, I'll set my spoon over there. How's this coming in? Good? Good enough. So then you take this, real cryptic. See how clear it is? That's what we're talking about. Now you leave it sit there for an hour. Don't touch it. See how this is? If we would have let those go brown and get caramelized, then it would have turned to ghee. Now it's clarified butter. See all the stuff on the top? We're going to get rid of that after it cools. All right, see you back. All right, so when you get to this part after the hour, you see all this stuff here is just more milk stuff, so you just got to get rid of it. Scrape it off the top until it's gone. Just like this. And then I'll come back after I'm done. All right, then once you're done, you bring your container with your cheesecloth. I have the funnel going in, and you just take it very carefully. because you do not want to get that bottom stuffing. I'll show you. Just keep pouring. Seeing how much room I have in the jar. And you don't want that. So get as little of that as possible. And there you go. 10 sticks of butter. Put the lid on. And there you are, clarified butter. Set it on the counter. Do what you want. All right, later.